I have a beautiful story to tell. This story will help you to understand that life is a shared life. This story will help you to understand that you need to live in solidarity with others. This story will help you to understand that you cannot live alone, you cannot exist alone. You need others to exist and to live. There was once a princess who turned down the request of those who asked for her hand in marriage. Her father was disturbed because of her attitude and thus made it public that any man who would win the love of his daughter would have half of his kingdom given to him. Of course, his father is a king. This was heard by a python that lived in the river. And immediately it went about blowing parts of the human body. And when it looked fully human physically, it stormed the palace of the king in grand style. Immediately after the princess saw the human python, she was attracted to him, fell in love with him, and decided to marry him. The human python departed with her and owned half of the wealth of the kingdom, as the king had promised. When the python was returning with her to his home, just before the river, it turned into a python and went to the river with the princess. Those who witnessed this brought word back to the king that his son-in-law was not a human being, but a python. This bothered the king, who assembled the wise men in his kingdom for a way forward towards rescuing the princess. They came to a decision that to rescue her, extraordinary talent would be required for the mission. This includes professionals like a boat rider, a thief, a carpenter, a diviner, a hunter, and a swimmer. When they got to the river and did not know where to begin to find her, the diviner did some incantation and find out where the princess was hidden by the python. Having discovered her, the thief went into the river and stole the princess from where she was hidden. He handed her over to the skilled swimmer, who immediately moved with her behind him. At this point, the python woke up from his slumber and angrily went after the swimmer. This was when the hunter came in and fired at the python, while the boat rider was heading to the store with her. The anger of the python became too much that he had to break parts of the boat, damaging a good part of it. To save the boat from sinking, the carpenter came in and mended the damaged parts of the boat so that they could continue on their journey. With a combined effort, the team was able to take the princess back to the kingdom. This was realized through the complementarity effort of the different members of the rescue team. You know, you see how they were able to rescue the princess. This story also will tell you in life, every person, every human being is useful. No matter how you see them, no matter how you look at them, they are useful. They are very, very useful. Because one day when you need them, you will realize that they are useful. This story also will encourage you as a human being, whatever you are doing, Don't feel that you are not useful. One day, your help will be needed. You see, as a king, he can't save daughter alone. He can't. He can't. He needed the help of these professional, skilled men to rescue daughter. So this story is to help you to understand that life is a shared life, that to live, you have to live in complementarity, you have to live in togetherness with others, you cannot live alone. Just like there is a general adage that goes this way,